The Chelembra Bank Robbery, India's daring daylight heist prologue. A sleepy village awakens on December 30, 2010. The quiet village of Chelembra, in Kerala's Malappuram district, buzzed with its usual morning rhythm. Nestled amid lush greenery, the Chelembra branch of the State Bank of Travancore (SBT) was a modest single-story building, serving local farmers and small businesses. At around 10:30 a.m., as customers trickled in, a group of men arrived in a white van, their faces obscured by masks. What followed was a meticulously planned robbery that shocked India, netting 8 crore, approximately $1.7 million USD at the time in cash and gold, making it one of the country's largest bank heists. The heist, a Bollywood-style operation, the robbers, numbering 7, executed their plan with cinematic precision. Dressed in khaki uniforms resembling police attire, they stormed the bank, brandishing pistols and rifles. Customers and staff were ordered to lie on the floor as the gang shouted commands in broken Malayalam, laced with Hindi accents, hinting they weren't local. To maintain control, they fired a warning shot into the ceiling, sending plaster dust raining down. The gang targeted the bank's vault, which held cash reserves and gold ornaments deposited by customers. Using gas cutters, tools typically used for industrial work, they sliced through the vault's steel door in under 20 minutes, a feat that stunned investigators later due to its speed and expertise. They stuffed duffel bags with 6.5 crore in cash and 28 kilograms of gold, valued at 1.5 crore. To delay pursuit, they slashed the tires of nearby vehicles and scattered iron nails on the road leading out of Chelembra. By 11 a.m., the robbers fled in their van, leaving behind a stunned village and a bank in disarray. The entire operation lasted less than 30 minutes, executed with such efficiency that locals initially thought it was a film shoot. The audacity of the heist, in broad daylight in a rural area, sent shockwaves across Kerala, a state known for its low crime rate. The investigation, a trail across India. Kerala police formed a special task force led by Superintendent of Police P. Vijayan to crack the case. The scale of the robbery, equivalent to robbing a major urban bank, suggested a professional gang, possibly with interstate connections. Early clues were scarce. The robbers left no fingerprints, and the van was found abandoned 10 kilometers away, torched to destroy evidence. However, forensic teams recovered traces of acetylene gas from the vault, confirming the use of gas cutters, and a single bullet casing from the warning shot. A breakthrough came from CCTV footage from a nearby shop, which captured the van's license plate. Though the plate was stolen, it traced back to a vehicle rented in Bengaluru, 300 kilometers away. This shifted the investigation to Karnataka, where police suspected the gang had urban connections. Interrogating the rental agency revealed the van was rented by a man using a fake ID, but his phone number led to a prepaid SIM card purchased in Delhi. The investigation spanned multiple states as police followed leads on the gold's movement. Gold is notoriously hard to trace once melted, but Kerala police collaborated with the Reserve Bank of India and jewelers associations to monitor suspicious transactions. In January 2011, a tip-off from a Mumbai jeweler reported a man attempting to sell a large quantity of gold bars with irregular markings. Undercover officers arrested the seller, who turned out to be a low-level fence named Rajesh Kumar. Under interrogation, Kumar revealed he was working for a Delhi-based smuggler, Anil Sharma, who had ties to a criminal network. Sharma's arrest in February 2011 unraveled the gang structure. The mastermind was identified as Praveen Kumar, a 38-year-old former construction contractor from Uttar Pradesh who had fallen into debt and turned to crime. Praveen had assembled a team of 6 accomplices, including ex-army personnel and a welder. Skilled with gas cutters, the gang had spent 6 months planning the heist, conducting reconnaissance on rural banks with lax security. Chelembra was chosen for its isolated location and the bank's outdated vault. The resolution, just as served March 2011, police had arrested all 7 robbers across Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. Raids on their hideouts recovered 4 crore in cash and 20 kilograms of the stolen gold, though some assets were believed to have been smuggled abroad. The gang's military-style planning was revealed. They had practiced the heist in a mock bank setup in a Delhi warehouse and used encrypted walkie-talkies to communicate during the robbery. In 2013, a Kerala court convicted the 7 men under sections of the Indian Penal Code for robbery Section 392, criminal conspiracy Section 120B, and unlawful assembly Section 149. Praveen Kumar and 2 others received 7-year sentences, while the remaining forgot 5 years. The court praised the police for their interstate coordination, which prevented the gang from striking again. The recovered cash and gold were returned to the bank, though some depositors faced delays due to legal formalities. The Chelembra heist exposed vulnerabilities in rural banking security, prompting the Reserve Bank of India to mandate CCTV installations and armed guards at smaller branches. It also inspired the 2017 Malayalam film Takeoff, loosely based on the robbery, cementing its place in Kerala's cultural memory. Epilogue: A legend of Audacitized Chelembra bank robbery remains a landmark case in Indian true crime, celebrated for its audacity and the police's dogged pursuit. Unlike many Indian heists, it was solved swiftly, with no lives lost, making it a rare clean crime story. For Chelembra's residents, the heist turned their village into an unlikely legend, with locals still recounting the day masked men turned their quiet bank into the stage for a Bollywood-worthy drama.